Good evening, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon from wherever you're this evening. I want to be sure you can hear me clearly, and I want to be sure you can all see me. My name is Mordecai Orimiladeye, and you are welcome to tonight's session. Tonight, we're talking about mastering focus. You'll be learning how you can use formula for achieving your goals. I don't know if you're excited tonight because tonight, by the end of this session, you would have known how you can create a clear and actionable 12-week plan to achieve your goals effectively. For those who are just hearing me for the first time, my name is Mordecai, like I said, Orimiladeye, a coach, a speaker, author, and a digital entrepreneur. I'm committed to helping people improve their productivity, align with their purpose, and unlock their potential. So if you fall into any of those options I've just said, I really need that in your life, this is the best place to be. And this is one of these. This webinar is one of the ways I actually help people change their mindset, improve their habits, create a vision for their life, and walk in line with their destiny. So let me know where you're joining from. Let me know your name. Let me know how excited you are for tonight's session. I know we are in the end of today is on the 28th of February in Nigeria. I don't know whichever country you are. I don't know the current dates or the time in your area, but in the next few hours, we're going into a new month, the month of March. And the question you must ask yourself now is that how has the year been for you? All right. I remember when we started the year just 2 months ago, and we're already going to the third month. What progress have you made as regards your goal? What action are you taking? How far have you gone? What habits are you building? And those are questions you must ask yourself as you go into the new month. And I know many people are getting already frustrated about their life, and they're already having the assumption that this is going to be another failed year. But because we're in this session tonight, I'll be showing you a proven way that you can make progress on your goal and achieve it. It's not enough to just set goals. That's not the goal of goals. The goal of goals is to grow. The goal of goals is to achieve them and advance your life. That's why we set goals. But it becomes frustrating and disheartening when we see that we are just setting goals every year and we're not making progress. And what I'll be showing tonight will be something that is different from what you've been hearing. I know we've been hearing that set goals for the year, set goals for the next 5 years, and that's actually true. But there is a strategy that many people are missing, and that's why they are falling short on their goals. That's why they're not making progress, and that's why they end the year frustrated. All right, and I wrote some things here, and I came prepared. And in the next few minutes, I'll make sure I keep to my time. I'll be sharing how you can achieve your goals for the year 2025 and even for your life. And I'll be sharing how you can use the 12-week formula to do that. That's the goal of this session. So by the end of this session, if I've achieved that, I know that this session is a success. Again, I want to wait till the end of this webinar because I'll be giving you an opportunity and that you will need to take advantage of. All right, I'll be sharing an opportunity with you, and I don't want you to miss it. So, Favor Michael, you are joining from Lagos, Nigeria. Thank you for joining tonight. I really appreciate that. So, even you are watching this replay, just do well to let me know where you are joining from and let me know your name. So, very quickly, let's go straight to the point. I'll be talking about mastering focus, the 12-week formula for achieving your goals. The 12-week formula for achieving your goals. So, first and foremost, I can say that in the last 2 months, between January and February, I've been able to achieve make progress in most of my goals compared to what many will do in the whole year. Let me say that again. In just 2 months into this year, I've made major progress on my top goals compared to what many people will do throughout the year. And that's because I have mastered what I am sharing with you now. It's not that I'm just sharing with you, it's something I have practiced and I have implemented, and I'm sure once you implement it, it's going to change your life. All right. I don't know whether you're trying to increase your finances, you're trying to improve your health, you're trying to change your career, master a skill, improve your relationship, whichever area, or maybe break an habit or stop an habit and it cultivate new one, whichever one, just applying this strategy I'm sharing tonight is going to change everything for you. So first and foremost, mastering focus. It's important to master your focus. We are in a world that is full of distractions. There's distractions everywhere. You put your mind to do something, and next few minutes you're already off course. You're already doing something entirely different. And if you keep up with that habit or that attitude, you'll never make progress in your life. You look back at your life, and all you will see is regret. So it's important to master your focus if you really want to achieve your goals. According to research, uh, currently the attention span for most people, most young people especially, is just 8 seconds. That means by the time they focus on a goal, and after 8 seconds, they're already looking for something else. They're already distracted. They're already distracted. And you can't live a distracted life and think you will achieve something great. Every great person in sports, in entertainment, in business, in music, in whichever field, they are people of focus. They've mastered their focus. They've learned the art of focus. They've mastered it and they are using it to what make progress in different areas of your life. So some of you have to share this video with someone because what you'll be learning in the next few minutes, and I'm saying the next few minutes, is going to transform your life. I'll be showing you how you can turn your goals into something you can achieve and make progress in 12 weeks. Right. So for you to do that, it takes focus. You can't live a meaningful life, a productive life without focus. I will say that what is focus actually? Focus is the ability to direct your attention and energy towards a specific goal or task without distractions. That is focus. Is the ability to direct your attention and your energy, because your attention and energy, they are your assets. They are great assets. Your money, your energy, your attention and time, they are great assets. The ability to direct those assets you have. Some of you think you don't have anything. Some people say they don't have money. But even though you don't have money, at least you have energy, you have attention, and you have time. You can still use those other three things to make progress, to achieve your goals. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's important you know what you have first, all right? And use what you have and direct it towards achieving something meaningful. No matter, never think you are nothing, never think you are empty. You always have something. The only thing is that you don't use what you have enough, and something about life is that anything you have, if you don't use it well, you will lose it. So you must learn how to use your energy and attention. Sometimes you said you're already tired, you just start taking action on your goal, you're already tired, you're already confused, you're already of course, it's because you are not managing your time, your energy, your attention well. You are not focusing it on the right thing. See, let me tell you something about life. I'm someone that work on different projects. If you know me, you know I have various different companies and establishments. For example, Mordecai, where I inspire people. Also, I motivate my life coaching company, and also my NGO Teams on Purpose, and also my publishing company, which is Betting What's publishing, and my digital agency, Modulator. Those are different things I do. What is making me advance in those different things I do, those establishments, is because I've learned to know what is important in each of those businesses and put most of my attention on it. There's something called the 80-20 principle. That means 80% of your results come from the 20 things you focus on doing. All right. And so I know what is 20% are you focusing on that will bring the 80 result, and that's what I focus on. Most people are spending time on the 80% of things that doesn't bring the result, and so they focus on the 80% of things that is not really important, and then they get 20% of result and they are frustrated. So it's time for you to find what you should focus on. That means your attention and energy to be focused on what is the most important thing, what brings results, what change your life, what transform your life. All right. So I will say that focus is a critical key, a critical skill for productivity. You want to everything. I talk about productivity a lot, and a critical skill I've discovered about productivity is focus. No matter the productivity hack I share with you, or the principles or the system I share with you, if you are not focused, you will never make progress. You will never make progress. So it's important to know what focus is, and also you must know that it's an important part in you achieving your goals and making in line with your goals. Like in today's world of constant notifications, we're always distracted. Notifications from Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, even from emails, from work, even internal distraction, external distraction. We are always notified. We are always distracted. We always have things competing for our focus, things competing for our attention. So you must know that it's your own duty, it's your responsibility to intentionally put yourself to focus on what matters. It's your responsibility. Don't expect someone to do that for you. Do you get what I'm saying? Don't expect to do that for you. So despite the distraction that we are filled and inundated with in this world, it's your responsibility to always tailor your focus to what is right. But if you don't know what is your priorities, if you don't know what your vision for life is, your goals for life is, you'll not be able to tailor your focus towards it. You are easily distracted. There's a quote that talks about that people are People's distractions become alluring because they don't have a meaningful vision they are pursuing. If you don't have a meaningful vision you are pursuing, you're easily distracted. For the past 2 months, I've not really had time to watch a movie. Not I love watching movies, but for the past 2 months since the beginning of this year, I've not really had time to sit down to watch a movie. I've not really sat down to do something that's unnecessary because of I'm so inundated and focused in the goals I'm working on my systems, on my vision, that even distractions, even something that is lecturable, I decide to keep them on hold for now because of something I'm pursuing. Let me ask, what are you pursuing? What are you going after? What is that vision? Most times you get distracted because you don't have something ahead you are pursuing. All right. So many people believe that this is a myth I must break. All right. Many people believe that when you are doing multiple tasks, it makes you more productive. But let me tell you something. It doesn't make you more productive. In fact, it hampers your productivity. And there are three reasons why it happens that way. Okay. The first is that the brain can't really multitask. You think your brain can multitask, but the truth is that your brain can't multitask. Your brain can only focus on one cognitive task per time. And when I say cognitive task, it means that tasks that involve your thinking. Because you can't be writing your book and then be focusing on replying emails. There are two different things. Writing your book or working on a particular project involves your entire attention. So you can't say you are working on it and working on something else. You'll be distracted. You will not be able to produce quality work. All right. And that's why most of us have not achieved our goals this year because we focus to do something, but we easily lose focus. All right. We've spent time doing something else. In the bid for us to do multiple things and achieve more things, we have lost the idea of productivity. We have lost sight of our goals. We have produced work that are not quality. So you must know that your brain can't truly multitask. Your brain can't truly multitask. What we call multitasking is actually task switching. All right, just switching from one task to another. So your brain can't multitask. So the idea of you can multitask on priorities, on major things, you must dish that out. You can't multitask on things that are priority because things that are really priority demand your full focus. All right. Second thing you must understand is that multitasking lowers efficiency by up to 40%. You produce less efficient work if you multitask. Study shows that switching between tasks can reduce productivity by 40% due to what? Time lost in reorientating. And this is the idea. Most time when you're working on something and you take your attention off it, according to research by the University of California, they said it takes about 23 minutes for you to return back to full focus after being distracted. Are you getting the idea? So it's important to protect your focus and ditch the idea about multitasking. It's time to say that, okay, this is my goal, this is my priority for this. Focusing on it. The third thing you must understand is that multitasking increases errors. All right, when you're shifting between tasks, you are more likely to make errors. That's why most of us are making mistakes and not making progress in our goals. We keep multitasking, then we are making mistakes, and we're not happy about the mistake, but we keep doing the same thing and expecting different results. All right. For you to really make progress on your goals, the first is that you must master focus. And for you to master focus, you must ditch the idea of multitasking. When it's time to focus on your goals, you must give your own attention to it. Take away every form of distractions and focus on the work until it is done. There's a phenomenon called deep work. That means spend time going deeper into whatever you want to do. That's how you can make meaningful progress. And it's painful that most of us wake up in the morning and we spend time doing different things instead of focusing on what truly matters. And then we exhaust our energy because all those other things are taking our energy. Don't forget, I told you that you must learn how to master your energy, master your attention so you can make progress. So wake up in the morning, focus on doing multiple things instead of focusing on one important thing. Then at the end of the day, we have done several things, but we have not done the most important thing. Then we feel frustrated. Are you getting my point? So it's important that every day you must always know that what is that one thing I must focus on this day and put your own attention into it. Only get to do something else after that major focus is completed. All right. So tonight I'll be sharing based on what I just shared. I'll be telling you about how you can apply mastery of focus toward the 12-week year plan. All right. 12-week year plan. Let me quickly go to that. So what is the 12-week year? Most of you have been, I told that this session is about telling you about mastery of focus and also helping you create a 12-week year. All right. A 12-week formula that can help you make progress on your goal. So what is the 12-week year all about? So the 12-week year is a goal setting and execution system designed to help you achieve more in 12 weeks than most do in 12 years in 1 year. So the 12th week is a goal setting and execution system that helps you achieve what? Make progress in 12 weeks that most people do in 1 year. It's not exciting if you can make progress in 12 weeks instead of 1 year. is really exciting because it's just 8 weeks into the year and I've made major progress because I have lived and created my goal and planned myself around 12 week here. You get what I'm saying? So I have something that I'm pursuing between January and March that once it's achieved, it will push me further in the achievement of my goal for the year. So do you have a 12 week year? If you don't have it, a 12 week year, if you don't have it, this session I'll be sharing you very quickly. So the first thing you must know is that you must focus your attention, you must direct your focus into creating a 12-week plan that will direct you into achieving your goal for the year. So the idea is that instead of focusing on your goal for 1 year, it's time to break it down into focusing on the goal, how you can make progress on that 1 year goal in 12 weeks. Because most people have lost sight of their goal because they are focusing on December when they could have just focused on what can I do in the next 12 weeks. And that's the idea of this session. It's time to change your mindset from annualized goals to periodized goals. That means instead of setting annual goals, all right, set annual goals, but it's time to focus on how you can make progress in 12 weeks. All right. So let me read this, which I wrote here, all right, and it's very important I read this. I wrote it that we begin the year with big goals, but by the end of January, we usually find we are still behind where we need to be. How many of you relate to that? While we are not pleased, we are not worried because we still have 12 months, 11 months to go. And that is the beginning of our failure. At the end of March, fear begins to set in. And by July, we assume it's all over. By November, we call ourselves a failure. It doesn't have to be that way. Most of you are in February, you've not made much progress on your goals, but you're not worried. But by the end of March, you start getting scared. By July, you start feeling frustrated. By November, you tell yourself you are a failure because you focus on annual goals instead of directing it into what can you do in the next 12 weeks. So, for example, if you want to write a book this year, the idea is that instead of focusing on writing your book this year, tell yourself that what progress can I make in the next 12 weeks? So the progress you can make in the next 12 weeks may be that complete 5 chapters of my book or write 30,000 or 20,000 words of my book. That's a great goal. So after the 12 weeks is complete, set another goal for the next 12 weeks that, okay, next 12 weeks, I want to write another 20,000 words. That's if your goals for that year is maybe to write 80,000 word book, probably. So your goal is to break it into what you can do in the next 12 weeks. So relate it to the different areas of your life. Not to make 10,000, not start making $10,000 monthly by the end of December, by the end of the year. You can say, okay, for the next 12 weeks, I want to focus on making at least maybe $2,000 or $3,000 or $4,000. You can, and the next 12 weeks after that, after achieving that, I'll focus on making on that maybe $3,000. The next 12 weeks after that, I'll focus on making on that, and by the end of the year, you have completed that your goal. Now you didn't push it that okay, next 1 year I'll achieve this. You broke it down to what you can do in the next 12 weeks, and that is the idea of this. Most people set annual goals, but they struggle with procrastination and lack of urgency because they are feeling that the goal is still far away. And that's why it's important that the 12-week year compresses your execution into what you can do in 12 weeks instead of focusing on what you can do in 12 months. All right. So I would say that you need a shift in mindset from annualized thinking to periodized thinking. Instead of thinking in 1 year, think in 12 weeks. So from now on, I want to have this mentality. 12 weeks equals 1 year. Are you getting me? 12 weeks equals what? 1 year. That's the idea you must have now. That means I want to do 1 year this year. But what can I do in the next 12 weeks in line with that goal? So let me quickly share why planning for 12 weeks is important. Why is it important to plan for 12 weeks? Why is it important? Number one reason why you must plan for 12 weeks, no matter the goals you have, you must focus on the next 12 weeks. Is because first is that it increases your focus and give you a sense of urgency. Instead of waiting for your whole year before you achieve your goal. I still have long time to achieve my goal. It gives you a sense of focus and urgency that it's just 4 weeks. I must make progress to go in 12 weeks, even I want to go at the end of the year. This is your focus and sense of urgency. A 12-week time frame makes every day count. It eliminates procrastination because you know that it's not about 1 year. It's not about 12 weeks. Do you get what I'm saying? It just changes where you focus because instead of leaving your goals, leaving them dormant, you decide, you become intentional about action. So that's the first thing. The reason why planning for 12 weeks is better. focusing on planning for 12. That is matching your focus. To focus on planning for 12 is better because it increases focus and urgency. Number two is that for better execution and accountability. Better execution and accountability. So you move from planning to action quickly and track progress quickly. Planning your goals and in line with 12-week plan is that it helps you what? Increase your execution rates and also helps with accountability. Instead of waiting for the next 4 months or 6 months to start executing on that goal you have for your health, for your career, now you have broken down to what you can do in the next 12 weeks. So it helps you have better execution. It decreases your execution rate and also what? It helps you with accountability because you cannot be accountable for yourself. Because now you don't need to have to wait for 1 year. Now you just have to be accountable for every 12 weeks. Do you get what I'm saying? The third reason why you must focus on 12-week planning is that it helps you with consistent motivation and momentum. Because imagine, human being, one of our most important motivation is progress. When we see progress in our life, we are motivated. For example, if you plan to write a book in next 1 year, at the end of the year, or let me say you plan to make a particular amount of money, or you plan to start your business, or even your YouTube channel. Okay, let's use your YouTube channel for example. You plan to start your YouTube channel, just making a little progress, like creating your YouTube channel, creating the channel, uploading your profile picture, and optimizing your channel. Just make that little progress, fill you with excitement and motivation, and you are motivated to take more action. Unlike if you plan, and it's because you were able to do that because your goal was planned for 12 weeks. Unlike when you plan your goals for 1 year, the next 12 months, then you can say, okay, by March, I'll start taking action. So then it takes longer time to see progress when you plan your goals for 1 year than when you plan your goals for 12 weeks. So 12-week planning helps you with consistent motivation and what? Momentum. Number 4 is that planning for 12 weeks also help eliminate someday mentality. Some people believe that someday I will start going to the gym. Someday I'll start writing that book. Someday I'll start that business. Someday I'll start learning that skill. So because you start choosing someday because you think your goal process is still 1 year. But once you know that it's now 12 weeks, what will happen? It increases your sense of urgency. You start seeing that instead of someday, you start turning to what? Today. What can I do today? All right. So there's no more procrastinating or postponing because 12 weeks force immediate execution. 12 weeks force immediate execution. Are you following? Let me know in the comment section if you are following. I want to be sure you are following what I'm saying. I'm telling you about why planning for 12 weeks is very important. The 5th reason why it's important is because there is clearer performance measurement. You can easily measure your performance. Instead of waiting for 1 year before you measure your performance, planning for 12 weeks help you measure your performance every week. Instead of measuring it every 3 months or every 4 months, you cannot measure your performance every week because you have broken down your goals for the year into what you can do in the next 12 weeks. So you can easily measure your performance. And the final reason why planning for 12 weeks is better is because it helps you build a habit of high performance. Regular 12-week cycles train your mind for discipline and success. If you're always working every 12 weeks, it builds your mind for execution. It builds your mind. It helps you build discipline. Do you get? So I want you to change your mindset from planning or setting goals for the whole year to planning for the next 12 weeks. And I got this idea from a book I read called The 12-Week Year by Brian P. Moran. For those who will be joining the Action Accelerator Program, it's one of the books we'll be reviewing. The 12-Week Year. Get more done in 12 weeks than others do in 12 months. It's by Brian P. Moran. It's a very important book. Josephine, thank you for joining. Josephine, thank you for joining. For others that are joining, thank you for joining. Adiboye, thank you for joining. Josephine, thank you for joining too. And everyone that joined, thank you all for joining. So let me continue. So now that you understand the importance of planning for 12 weeks, for example, I plan to write my books this year. I plan to actually write and publish 2 books this year. But what I have to do is that I break it down. What can I do in the next 12 weeks in line with that book? So I plan to write about 35,000 to 40,000 word book. So for me to achieve that, I told myself in the next 12 weeks, I must have written at least 10 or 12,000 words. And all I have to do is to write at least 1,000 words every week. And now that's a little goal. Because normally I can write 1,000 words every day. But imagine setting that type of goal. Now, in the next 12 weeks, I can tell you that I have written about 12,000 words. Imagine if I do it, start on that 12 week again, write on that 12,000 words again. In just 3 months, I have achieved a major goal for my year. Unlike if I'm waiting to start writing maybe by April or by June. So that's the idea. Whatever goal you have for the first 1 year, change it to how you can make progress in line with it in the next 12 weeks. Now, let me really go. How can you start planning and implementing the 12-week care? How can you turn your goals? How can you start implementing the idea of the 12-week care? Because the idea is that you must focus become easier when you can see the immediate result of what you are focusing on. Do you get what I'm saying? So imagine that instead of thinking that I have to focus on this for the next 1 year, it's actually brings some like you start losing motivation somehow. Unlike when you said next 12 weeks, I have to focus on this. Focus becomes easier. All right, and you easily lose sight of your distraction. So, what is the step-by-step process for implementing the 12-week year? So, for example, the new month starts tomorrow, March. All right, March 1st is tomorrow. So, imagine starting the new month with this and setting your goals. Your goals for the next 12 weeks between March and that's March and May 31st, and see the progress you make. So, please implement this. I don't want to teach you what you plan to do later. It's something you must start applying immediately, because tomorrow, as in Nigeria, is the new month. All right. So imagine working on what I'm sharing with you now and planning for the next 12 weeks. That means having a goal you want to achieve between March 1st and May 31st. Imagine the progress you make. So now, how can you start planning and implementing the 12-week year? The first thing you must do, all right, I'll be sharing you about 7 processes to do that. The first thing you must do is that you must establish a strong vision. A strong vision provides a strong why. See, there's a quote that says, you can overcome, if a why is known, you can overcome anyhow. Most time we got stopped in our way towards greatness and on our journey towards our goal because we don't have a strong why. You don't have a compelling vision of a future. For example, I see myself in the next 10 years, I see myself traveling around the world. I see myself going to different countries, speaking and inspiring lives. I see myself writing over 15 books that is changing lives, that are bestsellers, that have transformed the life of many people. I see myself traveling around the world also with my family, with my kids, impacting lives, going and having great times with my family, doing that. I see myself making a particular amount of money. I see myself owning some properties. I see myself have good shape. Do you get what I'm saying? So I have a compelling vision. I see my organization impacting in next 10 years, impacting a million people around a million young people in Nigeria and even in Africa. So there's something that is drawing me, that's informing what I do today. So I'm asking you today, what is your vision for the next for your future? What's your vision for your life? Are you planning on setting up an establishment that will impact people? Are you planning on setting up a business, maybe a 7-figure business online, and you are impacting people so they can have time for freedom, you can have time for what really matters to you? Are you planning on maybe becoming the growing or advancing in your career and becoming the top persons in your career or whatever field you have? Are you planning on mastering a skill and becoming maybe the top performers in your country? What is your vision for the next for your future? It's a question you must ask yourself before you start creating your 12-week plan. Establish a strong vision for your future. Let me tell you something. Vision is the starting point of all high performance. Let me say that again. Vision is the starting point of all high performance. If you see anyone that is advancing, taking action constantly, know that it's vision that is driving them. When you see me, that I'm always doing something, posting online, creating video, running ads, reading books, it's not because it's really convenient. It's because it's in line with my vision. There's something that is drawing me. I'm looking forward to the day that I can decide that for this week, I'm just focusing on writing a book and there won't be distractions. Because I have system created. I have courses running that people are benefiting from. I have books that people are buying from, even without my presence. Do you get what I'm saying? So you must sometimes, if you have a compelling vision for your future, it helps you endure the struggles of the present. It helps you endure the difficulties of the present. So I'm asking you today that what is your vision for the future? What is your vision for your life? What are you driving at? What is that big goal you are going forward to? Before setting your 12-week goals, you need a clear vision of what you truly want. So this is an assignment for you. Define your long-term vision. What's your long-term vision for your life? Whatever it is, tell yourself, what can I do in line with that vision in the next 5 years? Now, after sit down, you must think about this. Remove all limitation in your mind when you're thinking about this. All right. Then ask yourself, based on the 5-year goals and vision for my life, what can I do in the next 12 years and in the next 3 years in line with that vision? And then finally ask yourself, what can I do in the next 1 year, in the next 12 months, in line with that vision? So this is the idea. What's that big vision you have for your life? For example, I want to impact people around the world. I want to write over 100 books before I die. I want to impact over millions of people around the world. I want to travel to different countries, inspire and motivating people. You get, I have different vision for my life. But you, what's your vision for your life? Whatever the vision for your life is, don't leave it as just vision. Break it down. What can you do in the next 5 years in line with it? Have a 5-year goals. What can you do in the next 3 years in line with it? And finally, what can you do in the next 1 year? So that's the first thing you must do. The first step towards creating and implementing your 12-week year is to have a compelling vision for your future. Now, after doing that, for example, a thriving online business that generates 7 figures annually and allows me to work remotely, that can be your vision. And a reason behind that vision can be because you now have time to do what? To spend time with your loved ones. You have time to do what? Spend time with those who matter to you. You can spend time to do what? To do what you are really passionate about. So you must have a compelling vision for your future. And your vision for your future must cover different areas of your life, must cover your business, must cover your personal development, must cover your health, must cover your relationship, must cover your spirituality. All right. That's your vision, your ultimate vision for your life. All right. Now that you have a vision for your life, a 5-year vision, a 3-year vision, a 1-year vision, the next thing you must do is you must set a clear 12-week goal in line with your vision for the year. Are you following me? If you're following me, let me know in the comment section. After knowing your compelling vision for your life, it's important to know this. Spend time crafting it. You must be clear about where you are going because that's what pushes you today. After knowing your vision for your life, your vision for the next 5 years, your vision for the next 3 years, and your vision or ideal goal for the next 1 year, the next thing you must do is that you must set a clear 12-week goal. So why the compelling vision determines your why for what you are doing. Your 12-week goal determines the what. What do you want to do in the next 12 weeks to advance in line with your 1-year goal? I get what I'm saying. What I'm saying is not just what I am speaking about, it's what I'm applying that's helping me make progress in line with my life. So ask yourself, what are my 12-week goals? I wrote here that knowing where you are going is the first step to getting there. If you don't know where you are going, you can never get there. So now that you have an idea of where you are going, what are the 12-week goals you can set in line with it? What are the 12-week goals you can set in line with where you are going? So a 12-week goal, you must have a 12-week goal that is specific, measurable, and challenging. Let me say that again. Your 12-week goal must be specific, measurable, and challenging. It's very important. So, for example, let me use the example. Can you drop examples in the comment section that I can use? I don't want to just use random example. I want to use specific examples. So, can you drop, if I can achieve a 1-year goal, just let me know your 1-year goal in the comment section so I can use it for to explain my point. All right. So, for example, because I love writing books, I'm into YouTube channel. I'm building my personal brand. I'm also I speak. So, I'm using examples that are related to that. But let me say, for example, your 1-year goal is, let me use writing books again, all right? Okay, or let me say your 1-year goal is to set up a business that is making $10,000 per month. If that's your 1-year goal. So ask yourself, that's my 1-year goal, but what can I do in the next 12 weeks? What goals can I set in line with that 1-year goals in 12 weeks? So your 12-week goal can be, so the idea is that you must have what? The 12-week goals. And the 12-week goal is to bridge the distance between your vision and your 12-week plan. Do you get what I'm saying? The 12-week goal is to build is the bridge between your vision for your life and the 12-week plan. So we're going to talk about 12-week plan too. But your 12-week goals, which is at the center, is the bridge between your vision for your life, your vision for 5 years, your vision for 3 years, and the 12-week plan. So what are 12-week goals? So for example, if my vision for the year is to build a thriving business that's making maybe $10,000 per month, that means one of my goals for the next 12 weeks can be to make sure I start the business. That's the first thing. Maybe research about the business and also make sure I create product and service that's already making at least, even though it's $2,000 or $2,000 per month. That's $2 per month, $2,000 per month. That's something. Do you get what I'm saying? Don't forget, my goal is to build a thriving business making $10,000 per month by December. But I'm setting a 12-week goal now, and that goal for the next 12 weeks is to focus on how I can set up the business Create a product or a service that can be making $2,000 in the next 12 weeks. So, and your goal now is to focus on that exactly, and not that $10,000 you plan to make at the end of the year. That $10,000 can look so big, but once you break down that goal to what you can do in the next 12 weeks, it increases your motivation. It brings focus. You decide to what? Take a distraction, because your goal is not just annualized. It has been broken down to what you can do in the next 12 weeks. Are you getting what I'm saying? So I want you that decide on the progress that you are willing to commit to achieving in next 12 weeks. What do you want to commit to achieving in next 12 weeks in different areas of your life? But let me tell you something again. You must make sure that you must pick 1 to 3 goals for the next 12 weeks. Most time, because of this idea, many people put in 12 goals they want to achieve in next 12 weeks. See, you are putting yourself up for failure. There's something Tony Robbins said. He said, complexity is the enemy of execution. Complexity is the enemy of execution. So even though you have 12 goals for the year or 10 goals for the year, tell yourself, what are the 3 major goals I want to make progress on in the next 12 weeks? 3 major goals. It may be in the area of your finances, it may be in the area of your career, it may be in the area of your health or your relationship. What are the 3 priorities? In fact, there's someone that said something. His name is Jim Collins. He said that if you have more than 3 priorities, you don't have any. Because if you have more than 3 priorities, you lose touch of those priorities. Some of you have even forgotten the goals you set in the beginning of the year. Because you set 100 goals. How will you make progress on 100 goals? Most time, what you must do is that focus on 3 major goals of your life. And those 3 goals, achieving those 3 goals will create an effect on the other, a ripple effect on the other goals you have. I used to use this example. I remember 2 years ago, I set just about 6 goals. But at the end of the year, I achieved over 15 goals. Because those 6 goals I set for the year helped me make progress in the other areas of my life. Are you getting my point? There's some financial goals you will meet that will make some material goals unnecessary because you have the capacity to achieve it. So the agenda is to focus on what are your 3 major priorities. And let me tell you something, your priorities can change. As at 2 years ago, family is not really my major priority. But now, since I got married 6 months ago, family is one of my major priorities. Also, my business and career is another priority. Are you getting my point? So what are the 3 priorities of your life? My spirituality, my spiritual growth is another priority of my life. So ask yourself, what are the 3 priorities? What are the 3 goals you want to set for the next 12 weeks? That goals must be in line with your goals for the year. So what are your 3 goals? I'm telling you, don't set 5, don't set 6. What are your 3 goals? It may be that, okay, I want to get a particular certification in the next 12 weeks that will advance my career. It may be that I want to complete the reading of 6 books in the next 12 weeks. It may be that I want to launch my product, build my product, and launch my first product in the next 12 weeks. That's good goals. 3 goals. When you are setting more than 3 already, you are putting yourself up for distraction. And that's why ask yourself, those goals you set in the beginning of January, how far have you gone? You've not gone far because they are too much. So what are your 3 priorities? So set 3 major goals for the next 12 weeks. 3 major goals. Don't forget, those goals must be in line with your goals for the year and be in line with your vision, your ultimate vision for life. So write in your book, what is my vision for life? Write it. My vision for the next 5 years, 3 years, and 1 year. Then number 2 is that, what is my 12-week goals? How can I make progress in line with that vision for the year in the next 12 weeks? So write your book, 12-week goals. Number 1 goals. Write number 1 goal. Just 3. Okay, this is what I will do in the area of my finances. Okay, number 2, in the area of my spirituality. Number 3, in the area of my health or my relationship. 3 major goals. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm sure you are following me. Can you say I'm following? If you are following me in the comment section, let me know. Say you are following me. All right. So I want it that your health goal, you may say in next 3 months, in next 12 weeks, I want to focus on 3 goals. My health. I want to lose a particular size, all right, a particular kg by exercising 4 times per week and following the clean diet. You must make sure your goals must be specific. Don't just say that I want to make more money in next 12 weeks. Say I want to make $2,000 in next 12 weeks. By what? By creating a product that will sell for maybe $20 and then run ads on it. Like, you must be specific in your goal. That may be your business goal. You can set a personal development goal that in next 12 weeks, I want to read 6 books by reading 1 book every 2 weeks. That's a goal. All right. You may say that, okay, in my you may say in my which example that is again in my relationship goals, I want to have an hangout with 5 of my friends in the next 12 weeks. That's a good goal. You have to build it intimacy with your friends. So ask yourself, you must be specific in your goal. You must be very specific in your 12-week goals. So set your 12-week goals. Please, I want some people to do that in the comment section. Based on your vision for the year, what is your 12-week goals? Write it down. Write it down somewhere. Take a notepad, write it down. What is your 12-week goals? Be specific. Don't just write the goal. Write how you plan to achieve it. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking to. That's what I'm going to do next. All right? That's what we are going to do next. So the third step you must take is that you must break down that your 12-week goals into weekly plan. Break down your 12-week goals into weekly plan. Not that you have goals that you want to achieve in the next 12 weeks in your relationship or in your finances or in your business or in your health or in your career, whatever areas, 3 major goals. Now, you have your 12-week goals now. You are specific about it. It's measurable. The next thing you must do is that you must break that 12-week goals. You must create a weekly plan for that 12-week goals. So your 12-week goal should be broken down into smaller weekly targets. So set the idea now, a vision for life, then a vision for the next 1 year, then a 12-week goal, and then the next is that a 12-week plan. Create a weekly plan that will help you achieve your weekly goal, your goals for the next 12 weeks. So for example, in the next 12 weeks, you want to read 6 books. So that means every week you must probably read a particular chapter of a book that will make you make progress in line with that goal. So whatever goal you have for the next 12 weeks, you must create a weekly plan that will help you make progress towards that goal. Are you getting my point, please? So for example, I use an example here. For example, if your goal for the year is to start making a particular amount of money in your business, so your 12-week goal can be, okay, I want to generate $10,000 in the next 12 weeks. That's your 12-week goal. That's specific. You want to create product and service that will help you generate $10,000 in the next 12 weeks. So this is how you do this now. Now break it down into a 12-week plan. So the 12-week plan can be, week 1, I will research my competitors and finalize my course outline. Maybe I want to create a course. You get what I'm saying? A course that will generate that amount you're looking for. So the first week can be, okay, for the first week, I'm going to you can say week 1. What will you do in week 1? Week 1, I will research competitors, check people that do similar things like I'm doing, and then finalize how I want the course to be, or how I want it to look like. That's if you plan to make money from your course. Maybe your plan for making that amount of money is through creating courses. So that's a week 1 goal. Your week 2 goal can be, I will film and edit the first 3 modules of the course. You've already created the outline of the course. You have researched your competitors. You have created an outline for the course. Your week 2 can be, this week I'm going to focus on filming and editing 3 modules of the course. Are you seeing the idea now? Your 3rd week can be that, I'm going to set up website and sales funnel. This 3rd week is that I'm going to set up website and sales funnel where I'm going to put the course into. You get what I'm saying? Or I'm going to use a marketing the course. You can say week 4, I'm going to start pre-launch marketing campaign. I'll start sharing snippets and telling people about the course already. That's week 4. Week 5, you can say I'll start enrolling for early bird discounts and offer. I say what you are doing. You will set, based on your 12-week goal, you will set actions you must take every week that will make you advance towards that goals for 12 weeks. Are you getting my point? And that's the idea you apply to different areas of your life. You want to read 6 books in the next 12 weeks. What can you do every week in line with it? For example, your goal for the first week can be, for this first week, I want to know the 6 books I want to read this year. And for the next 12 weeks, I want to get the 6 books and I want to create a plan for how I'll read it. So another thing, I say, okay, after you're doing that, I said the next thing I'll do is that I want to focus on reading maybe reading, if the book has, maybe one book has about 10 chapters, maybe I'll focus on reading 5 chapters every week. So at the end of 2 weeks, you have read 1 book already. Are you getting my point? So whatever goals you have for the 12th week, you must break it down into what you will do every week. What you do every week. What you will do every week. So let me show you are following me in the comment section. Let me show you are following me. So I will tell you that to get started, okay, this is what you're going to do. Write down your first 12-week goal. All right? Write it down. After writing your 12-week goal, that first goal, maybe the goal is in your finances, write it down. The next thing you must do that, what are the tactics, the process for you achieving that goal? Write it down. Okay, maybe I want to do this. I have to talk to a coach. Number 2, I will have to register a business. Write down everything. Then in front of everything you write down when you will do it. So week 1, I will do this. Week 2, I'll do this. Week 3, I'll do this. Are you following me? Now, let me tell you what this was a game changer. Now, beyond writing the plan for each week that is related to your goals for your 12-week goals, you must do this thing. Tell yourself, what actions will I struggle with in achieving that goals? Right? Don't forget, you have a 12-week goal. You have created a weekly plan that will help you achieve that goal. A weekly plan, something you do every week that will help you achieve that goal. Now, ask yourself, see, this thing is very important because in the pursuit of any goal, you're going to face obstacles, you're going to face challenges. You must ask yourself, when those problems come, when those obstacles come, what am I going to do? Anticipate that obstacle before they come. You may say, okay, maybe I'm going to have problem with something. Tell yourself that, okay, if that problem comes, what will I do to overcome that problem? So, see, that propels you to even take action because now you are sure that when problem comes, you have a solution to the problem. You have a plan to cater for that problem because most times we lose track of our goals because in the pursuit of that goal, we obstacles come our way that distort us out of that goal. But once you have planned in advance for that obstacle, you can then navigate that obstacle and continue progressing in that goal. I have goals for this year, for the first 12 weeks, but by February, second week in February, something happened I didn't expect. It distorted me, but because I had a plan, I quickly adjusted, and I was able to make not as much progress, but I was able to make some level of progress. Are you getting my point? So you must, beyond setting your 12-week goal, your 12-week plan, what you do every week, also anticipate obstacles and create plan to navigate the obstacles in case they come. It's very important. Now, after doing that, the first step for you in implementing the 12-week plan and goal is that implement a weekly execution plan. That means now you have something you do every week now. You have an action for every week. Now, beyond having an action for every week, ask yourself, what is my weekly execution plan? How will I achieve this weekly goal this week? Are you getting my point? You have a 12-week goal. You have a 12-week plan, what you do every week. Now, ask yourself, the first step is that, what is my weekly execution plan? How will I achieve that goal for this week? For example, if the goal for this week is to research business ideas, all right, and to create an outline for a course you want to create, ask yourself, how will I achieve that this week? So the first strategy is that implement a weekly execution plan. All right, don't just leave your goal for I have set goal for this week. Now, how can you implement and execute on that week? Are you getting my point? Now, how will you do that? Each week, you must execute a specific action to stay on track. You know that every week, in line with your 12-week goals, which is linked with your 1-year goal, you must execute a specific action to stay on track. So let me tell you what you do now. These 3 things you must do. Listen to this. For you to execute or implement a weekly execution plan, these 3 things you must do. Number 1, before you start any week, tell yourself, what are my top 3 priorities for this week in line with my goals for the next 12 weeks? What are the 3 things I must do this week? What are your 3 major priorities for this? Before you start, don't start your week without having priorities for this week. If not, you lose track of your goals. And don't forget, if you start losing track of your week, you'll not be able to achieve that your goals for the next 12 weeks. So what are your 3 priorities for the week? That's the first thing you must ask yourself. Is that this week, in line with my goal, I must talk to a business person, or I must order a particular product this week. My goal is to order a particular product this week. For example, I want to set up a YouTube channel. Maybe this week, my goal is to shoot my video for my YouTube. So what you must have 3 priorities for this week. I know you have many priorities, but focus on your 3 major priorities. What are your 3 major priorities? That when you achieve it, even though you don't achieve other goals, you feel satisfied and feel. So that's the first thing you must say. Ask yourself, what are my 3 priorities? Top 3 priorities for this week. All right. The next thing you must ask yourself is that, what are my daily tasks that will move me closer? That means based on my priorities for this week, what are my daily tasks that will move me closer? What are my daily tasks that will move me closer to the goal? What are my daily tasks that will move me closer to the goal? So beyond having priorities for the week, ask yourself, what are the daily tasks I must engage myself in that will move me closer to the goal? To the goal. This is here. So please, I want to give you a hand up very quickly. And third is that beyond having a daily task that will move you closer to the goal, ask yourself, the third you must ask yourself that I must block time for that daily task. Beyond having your 3 priorities for the week, Tell yourself, what are the daily tasks I must do in line with that priorities? Maybe today I must spend 2 hours reading a book or creating an outline. Ask yourself, okay, I must block a specific time. If you don't block time for your task, you don't get it done. So maybe today, between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m., I must focus on this goal. That will help me make progress on my weekly goal, and that will help me make progress on my 12-week goals. All right. And as I begin to round up, because time is gone already, and I'm having some dishes here, so I have to quickly round up. Finally, the next thing you must do is that you must start measuring progress. Every week, at the end of the week, measure your progress. How far have you gone? What worked this week? What didn't work? How can I improve next week? That's what you do for the next 12 weeks. Ask yourself, at the end of every week, do what? Measure your progress and adjust things weekly. What worked this week? What didn't work? How can I make progress next week? How can I align better next week? That's it. Always stay in touch with your weekly goals. You must always stay in touch with your weekly goals. That's how you can make progress in line with it. All right. And I conduct a weekly review every week. Ask yourself, what worked this week? What didn't work? And how can I make progress next week? Always ask yourself, am I still in line with my 12-week goals? Am I still in line with my 1-week goal? I didn't achieve it last week. How can I adjust this week to make progress? I got distorted. I got distracted. Something happened. How can I adjust this week? Every week, the fifth step you must take is that thing. All right. Keep adjusting and measure your progress. If you don't measure your progress, you don't know. All right. There are many things I want to share, but I have to close here tonight. If you've learned anything tonight, you must learn that you must master your focus. If you don't master your focus, you never make progress on your goal. All right. Very sorry, like I have light issues here, so I can't put on the fan and stuff like that. So that just is a challenge, but I didn't want my challenge to stop me. All right. That's why I'm sweating. So I want you to just understand it's not convenient for me here, but I have to just hold this webinar. I don't want them to stop me from holding this webinar. So I've told you, if you want to make progress on your goals, you must master focus. And how can you master focus? Master focusing on a 12-week goal. All right. Don't focus on your one goal for 1 year or 5 years. Focus on how can you make progress in the next 12 weeks. And how can you do that? First is that create a compelling vision for your life. What do you want to achieve in the next 10 years, 20 years, 5 years, 3 years, and 1 year? Number two is that whatever you want to achieve in the next 1 year, break it down into what you can do in the next 12 weeks. Be specific. Set 3 major priorities for the next 12 weeks. The third thing you must do is that you must tell yourself, what will I do every week in line with that 12-week goals that I've set? Now, after knowing what to do every single week in line with that 12-week goal, the next thing you must tell yourself is that, what progress can I make this week? What are my 3 priorities for this week? What are my 3 priorities for this week? And what can I do every day in line with that priorities for this week? And beyond that, what time will I block each day for that priorities? You must block time for it. And finally, I spoke about how you can keep measuring your progress and tracking it. Keep measuring your progress and adjusting weekly. Every week, measure your progress. And guess what? At the end of 12 weeks, celebrate. All right, you'd have made some progress. Celebrate your progress. Reward yourself, and then create another plan for that 12 weeks. That's how it works. Create another cycle for that 12 weeks. Keep taking your life 12 weeks at a time. Take your goals 12 weeks at a time, and you see at the end of the day, you have achieved your goals. Now, I have many to share, but I have to stop here today. Now, if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comment section. Quickly ask in the comment section. But now, I want to use the opportunity to invite you to join the Action Accelerator Program. It's a 12-week group coaching and accountability program that will help you make progress on your 12 top 3 goals for the year. Do you get what I'm saying? So, it's a program I'm starting in Motivate Life Coaching, and I'm starting tomorrow, March 1st. We are starting the onboarding session, and by March 8th, all right, we are starting the program in full. So I'm giving a discount to anybody that will be registering in the next 48 hours. If you register in the next 48 hours, I will work with you and other people in a private group where we'll do weekly review. I'll do a body call with you where I'll help you clarify your goals and create a 12-week plan for you, and then keep you on track, keep you accountable to ensure you achieve that goal. We'll do weekly review. We'll do check-ins every time. We'll read books together. I will teach you how to use AI to really optimize your goal and make progress on your goal. I will share planners with you that will make you tick and know your progress of your goals. I'll share resources with you. I won't give you a copy of my 2 books, The Action Code, a book that will help you make progress on your goals, all right? And also Life by Design, how to create a life you really desire. In being part of this, the Action Accelerator Program, we are starting, it's kickstarting tomorrow. All right, the onboarding session is starting tomorrow. In the first 1 week, I'm going to have a call with you to discuss your goals, clarify your plan and see how we can create a 12-week plan before we start fully, all right? And I'll keep checking on you. The idea is that at the end of 12 weeks, you have made progress on your goals. And that's something that's very interesting. Because if you keep achieving your goals 12 weeks at a time, at the end of the year, you look back and see you really achieved a lot. All right. So for you, I'm going to be adding the right. So uh I'm going to be adding the link for you to register in the comment section. I'll bring it on the screen so you can check it. You will take on uh in the next in the next 48 hours, you are getting a discount. All right. So take advantage of this if you really want to make progress on your goal. All this that I've shared tonight, I'm going to work with you hand in hand, all right, to ensure you make you get it done, you implement it. So it's beyond just have coming on live session like this. Uh, it's beyond coming on live session like this. It's important that okay. So this link to register. So visit this link that is shown on the screen if you are really interested in this www.seller.co/action accelerator offer. So it's just available for the next 48 hours. After 48 hours, it will go back to the normal price. And guess what? I'll be working with you from March 1st to May 31st. After this quarter, the next quarter is June 8th. All right. So you must take advantage of this. If you miss out on this, the next time you are going to work with me in the group coaching is on the 8th of June. That's 3 months time. By then, those people that have taken action today, they have made progress and advanced their life. So don't miss out on this. Visit this link in the bio on the screen. In next 48 hours, the discounts will be available. After 48 hours, it will be going off. You see more details about this program. Let me believe you have learned something tonight. Beyond learning it, tell yourself, what action can I start taking today? The new month is starting tomorrow. It's time to create a 12-week goal. All right, create a 12-week plan and create what you can do every week and every single day. Create blocks of time that you can focus on taking action in line with that goal. Every day you can tell yourself that every day I'll focus 3 hours on taking action on my goal for the next 12 weeks. Let me tell you something. At the end of 12 weeks, you have made progress in line with it. And if you need someone to guide you, to coach you together with other people and goal-oriented and people who want to take action on their goals, action takers, join the Action Accelerator Program. This is my first group coaching and accountability program, and I want you to take advantage of it. Don't miss it. All right. Till I see you in the next webinar next month. Keep living productively and keep living purposefully.